Section 43 of the Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing by Joseph Trienens. Section 43. Advertisements continued. Guaranteed by the manufacturer under the Food and Drugs Act, Serial number 1177. Lauber's Femiform Cones, Physician's Prescription, Woman's Greatest Remedy, Soothing and Healing. Illustration, Image of Package. Illustration text, Lauber's Femiform Cones, Germicide, Antiseptic, Astringent Cones, Non-Irritating, Soothing, Healing Cones, Femiform Cones, always reliable. Trademark, Lauber and Lauber Company, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Preventive of disease. Non-irritating germicide, antiseptic, and astringent cones most useful remedy for all forms of womb complaints. Sold only in boxes, $1 per box at drugstores or direct from the manufacturers by mail. Made by Lauber and Lauber Company, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Anyone can enjoy this delightful Turkish bath at home. Cost 2 cents. Surface bathing is insufficient. The Turkish bath is the only effective method of purifying the pores. The Robinson makes all simple, delightful, and economical. Here's the rejuvenation cabinet for every home. Here's the producer and preserver of clear, clean skin, good spirits, great physical exuberance that puts a sharper edge on the enjoyment of living. The Robinson thermal bath cabinet is wonderfully simple. A bath in it costs only 2 cents and takes only 15 minutes. How much better this is than having to go to some hotel or public Turkish baths and pay out a lot of money for something not a whit better, and not 1/10 as convenient. Have it in your own home and use it every time you feel like it. It will keep you from going stale. It will make you bright and carefree. The great physical luxury it affords will be a constant delight to you. Read below how you can get our great $2 book free. It tells everything. Look out for substitutes. Make sure you get the Robinson. It's the original thermal bath cabinet. It is made under the direction of Professor Charles M. Robinson, the originator of thermal bath cabinets. It is the one having the 4-curtain top, enabling you to heat up the cabinet before entering, and to use the cabinet as a cooling room before leaving by dropping the curtains one at a time. Transcriber's note: the 2 remaining paragraphs are missing. Illustration: Image of a woman in bathrobe near product, a metal frame with a cloth cover and a small heater under a chair. You can depend on Digesto because it is the best malt extract on the market, only the choicest materials being used in its manufacture, making a highly concentrated liquid food. Physicians recommend Digesto because of its remedial value to the convalescent, tired housewife, anemic women, and people in a general run-down condition. Digesto builds wasted tissues, makes rich red blood, and aids digestion. For the nursing mother it is nigh indispensable as an aid to nature in supplying food for 2. Transcriber's note: the remaining text on the page is missing. Illustration: Photograph of a woman. Helen Marlowe's Blush of Roses. Helen Marlowe's Blush of Roses is a scientifically prepared liquid rouge so perfectly natural in effect that its use defies detection on the closest scrutiny. It is easily applied. A delicate tint is obtained by one light application, a deeper tint by more than one. Unlike the majority of rouges now before the public, it does not give that blotched appearance to the face. Blush of Roses is an absolutely waterproof rouge. Surf bathing will not remove it. It remains a soft, beautiful pink until it is washed off with pure soap and water. Blush of Roses is not removed by perspiration. Blush of roses is guaranteed to be perfectly harmless. Blush of roses is used and highly recommended by the most refined ladies in private and public life. Prepared only by Helen Marlowe Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Sold by the Central Drug Company, Independent Drug Company, Auditorium Pharmacy Company, Ashland Drug Company, Congress Drug Company of Chicago, Illinois, all stores of Central Drug Company, Detroit, Michigan, and Standard Drug Company, Cleveland, Ohio. Dr. Martell's Female Pills. 18 years the standard. A scientifically prepared remedy for disturbances of the menstrual functions, sold only through the medical and drug profession, for medical purposes only. A few remarks of importance to womankind. Dr. Martell's Female Pills is a preparation of unequaled excellence, which acts as a positive tonic on the female reproductive organs, and imparts to them the proper functional action nature demands in normal, healthy women, without untoward action. Dr. Martell's Female Pills possess only virtues of the highest possible value. It reestablishes the proper action of the generative organs by restoring their vitality, and not by merely stimulating them excessively and temporarily, as do so many other agents of this class. In the treatment of all disturbances of the menstrual functions arising from debility, anemia, or nervousness, Dr. Martell's Female Pills are of unsurpassed value. This preparation is a uterine and ovarian sedative, and is of special service in treating congestive and inflammatory conditions of these organs which are accompanied with unusual pain. Amenorrhea. When the menstrual flow is scanty or suppressed, as a result of sudden exposure to cold, worry, fright, grief, or other violent mental shocks. Menorrhagia. Profuse menstruation is at once relieved by Dr. Martell's pills. The preparation instantly restores vigor to the uterus, which has been lost through the excessive flow of blood. It is advisable to begin the use of the preparation a few days in advance of the flow, in those cases which are disposed to menstruate profusely at each visitation. Menopause. The nervous and mental disturbances which frequently precede and succeed the final cessation of ovulation and menstruation respond readily to the antispasmodic and tranquilizing action of Dr. Martell's pills. Where hysteria, melancholia, moroseness, and despondency are conspicuous factors, the preparation can be used to great advantage. The improvement in the mental state of the patient after the administration of this product is always durable and pronounced. Dysmenorrhea. In the treatment of congestive, neuralgic, mechanical, or membranous types of dysmenorrhea, the action of Dr. Martell's pills is particularly gratifying. This preparation is of particular value in the treatment of menstrual irregularities from any cause, as above stated, which fail to respond to other and ordinary medical remedies. It is a well-known and scientifically proven fact that all women are not constitutionally or temperamentally alike. Where some respond readily to one mode of treatment, others do not. For this reason we have prepared a preparation designed for such instances. This remedy is Dr. Martell's Special Female Pills. $5 box. Sold by all druggists. Nervous, suffer from indigestion, irregular kidneys, bowel trouble, appendicitis, gallstones? Here is relief. When your head aches, when your breath is bad, when your bowels or kidneys are irregular, when your appetite fails or the twinges of indigestion make you regret each meal, when your nervous system has gone to pieces, then is your stomach sending its wireless message for help. The trouble may be in the stomach itself, indigestion, dyspepsia, and their nightmare evils. The intestinal tract may be deranged, or the liver clogged, or it may be gallstones. Your case may not have reached the gallstone stage. It may be of a different nature, threatened appendicitis, for example. In any case, whether it be bad stomach, torpid liver, or weakened and inflamed bowels, the answer to that wireless should be Frutola and Traxo. These are two remarkable preparations used in combination, which for the past 20 years and more have released thousands from the pangs of dyspepsia, and have saved as many from operations for gallstones and appendicitis. Frutola cleanses, lubricates, and soothes all the channels of the digestive system without the least pain, griping, or resulting weakness. It is nutritive in effect. It revives the appetite, clears the way for perfect digestion and thorough assimilation, allows nature to make pure blood, firm flesh, strong muscles, healthy tissue, and store up vital energy. A whole bottle of Frutola is to be taken at once, this to be followed by small doses of Traxo to complete the strengthening and toning effect on the stomach, to ensure regular, natural action of bowels and kidneys, and to give permanence to all the benefits of the treatment. The gentle action of Traxo on the kidneys removes waste, and by keeping the liver active, it frees the general circulation of bile. It clears the eye and complexion, and brings the glow of health to the cheeks. Pinus, the great rheumatism remedy, has saved thousands of sufferers after long years of agonizing attacks. Joints swollen and misshapen by inflammatory rheumatism, nerves and muscles overpowered by the intense misery of chronic rheumatism and sciatica, have been restored to health and strength, pain and swelling banished by the marvelous properties of Pinus, a product of California's wonderful soil and sun. Frutola, Traxo, and Pinus are guaranteed under the Pure Food and Drugs Act. They are entirely vegetable, and there is not a single ingredient that can harm the most sensitive system when taken as directed. They are made from the natural products of California, the land of health and sunshine. Stop your suffering and suspense at once. Get the most wonderful remedies from your druggist today. If he doesn't have them, he can get them for you promptly. Every wholesale druggist keeps them. Get our booklet anyway and read the living testimony. If not at your druggist's, write us. Pinus Medicine Company, Los Angeles, California. Obesity Kavek Tablets. A reducing tonic. Successful, harmless, and positive when directions are followed. The way to do. There are just 3 ways of reducing fat: starvation, exercise, and medical treatment. Anyone can reduce by starvation methods. Let him eat nothing for 3 weeks, and the fat will drop from his bones, but the after effects are bad. Debilitated-looking wrinkles. Use Gavek tablets. Eat most anything. Keep young by not taking on flesh. That makes one look old and flabby. Gavek tablets are harmless, a reducing tonic to the system. Give them a fair trial. Beware of imitations. Do not diet. Gavek Company, Chicago. 4611 Kenmore Avenue. Price $1. Coupon for free samples. Present this coupon at any drugstore named on the back hereof, and receive absolutely free a sample cake of Stifles Superlative Boracic Acid Shampoo Soap, one of a great many varieties of Stifles medicinal soaps, which have for more than a quarter of a century been the standby of physicians everywhere. Name, city, state, address. Free coupon. This coupon is worth 25 cents. When signed, will entitle the holder to 1 trial box of Young's Victoria Cream at any drugstore named on the back. The coupon and 25 cents in cash for 1 large box of cream, or the coupon and 10 cents for a box of Victoria powder. Name, address. Must be written plainly. Transcriber's note: these addresses are on the back of the 2 coupons on the previous page. The Central Drug Company, 32 North State Street, Chicago. Independent Drug Company, 203 State Street, Chicago. Auditorium Pharmacy Company, 320 Wabash Avenue, Chicago. Ashland Drug Company, Clark and Randolph Streets, Chicago. Congress Drug Company, Wabash Avenue and Van Buren Street, Chicago. The Central Drug Company, 219 Woodward Avenue, Detroit. The Central Drug Company, 89 Woodward Avenue, Detroit. The Central Drug Company, 153 Grand River Avenue, Detroit. The Standard Drug Company, 10 stores, Cleveland. Illustration, image of package. J. A. Pizzoni's Complexion Powder. A luxurious toilet necessity, producing a smooth, velvety complexion. Its impalpable fineness and softness makes Pizzoni's cooling, refreshing, and beautifying to the most delicate skin. Things worth knowing about Pizzoni's, they are merits all its own. The only powder put up in a wooden box which retains all the delicate perfume and medication until entirely used up. Perfumed with genuine Tyroline rose geranium. On the market since 1874. A powder whose flesh color is an exact imitation of the skin. The only powder which really clings and won't rub off. Our special pink, a powder that is not a rouge. End of section 43, and end of the Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing by Joseph Trienens.